Welcome Beach Bums, we're here for round 4 of the Surfine Qualifying Series. We're at Tugan Beach on the sunny Gold Coast. I'm here with Trent Golding. We're going to bring you the sport today. So the boys are on the start line, there's your start list, and away they go. Swim first, board second and ski third. What do you think about this lineup, Trent?
Star-studded field, mate. Both the Eckstein brothers. A bunch of guys, other guys, Matt Poole, Matt Bevilacqua, David Graham, some fantastic athletes. This is a star-studded field. Jackson Maynard going well in the series currently, and they're all in here. They've all made the final, and they all want those series points.
Yeah, that's right, mate. That's right. So I can see at least 3 Australian title holders, Ironman title holders in the field. We've got half the fields in the professional series. So huge lineup here today. Oh, and Dan Booth's there as well. Huge lineup here today for the Tugan round. A bit of a wave running today, mate.
A little bit. There's a good 3 foot, and it's low tide at the moment. So that shore dump that you see in front of screen can be a little tricky, especially on the craft legs.
That's right. That's right. We saw in the women's race a bit earlier that a few of the girls got tangled up on the inside. So we'll see if the guys can handle it a bit better as they head out towards the first can. Can you see who's leading, mate?
Looks like a Mooloolaba cap has managed to peek over one of those waves first, but it'll be hard to get a look at it until we hit that first can.
Sure, a lot of good swimmers up there from Mooloolaba. You've got Matt Poole and hello. we've had a technical issue there.
A cameraman forgot to turn the video setting on. I think he took a few photos for us out there today.
Good on you, Devlay. Thanks for that. It's good to see the big lanky man out there in the water.
That looks like Shannon Eckstein has hit the lead around those cans, and he's going to dictate the race from the front, which is a good place to dictate from.
It is, mate. So yeah, the professor's out there doing it again. He's probably thinking, I don't want to leave this to you boys to sort out. I'll go for myself. Almost down the front wave there too. So very close to opening up this race right at the start. So I'm assuming there'll be a few very fast swimmers on his heels there.
There's some fantastic swimmers. I mean, you've got Matt Poole, who's swimming up a storm in the series with Kane Eckstein, but also Pierce Leonard on his comeback trails, racing again this year, and he's an Australian champion.
Someone's just swum over the top of someone else there.
I think that's Jackson Maynard's made it through on that wave.
Oh,
Who did he sacrifice?
I don't know, but I think he bounced off their back on the way through. He gave them a right diking up the chin. So
no friends at the cans, mate.
There we go. So you see them spread across the field there a little bit. A few headed off to the left. There's some about to stand up on the right. Let's see who gets the best of this inside. That
actually looks like Kane.
It does look like Kane might be. Is that him standing up in the front there?
So he's taken over his big brother, and he's taken the lead as well.
So there's the younger, angry little man.
Jackson Maynard, as we suspected, has made it into second place. Luke Cuff's having a great race, good swim. He's a fantastic young competitor from Mooloolaba.
Huge swim from Jacko Maynard. He wasn't known for his swimming last season, but he's really improved a lot. Here comes Shannon now through into probably about 6th or 7th, I'd suggest. Kane just getting hit by a few on the right-hand side while the other guys head out. But Jacko, we jest about some of the waves he's caught in the past, but you have to put yourself in that position to win the race. So, all credit to him. He's swimming very well and paddling well. So
it looks like Matt Poole has actually made it out into the lead. We've got a shot of the second back coming out, but he's out on the left. So hopefully, if things go well for him, he might sneak out into the lead.
Exactly. There's boys on the right. I can see it looks like Kane is still there trying to pop a few waves and roll a couple even. There's someone on the far left. Is that Matt Poole, like you suggested?
It's very even at the moment. It's just a matter of who gets through that second bar.
And the white board, blue tail.
We need more height.
Yeah, we do.
We need more height.
Let's see who's just headed out on the left there. You see Tannen Linden in the middle of the field, just popping over a few. Bevilacqua, Hayden White, I think I saw in there as well.
Looks like the front 6 have made it over those cans. So if we can get a shot, there's that shot. That is Matt Poole. Jackson Maynard. Luke Cuff is having a good little tussle with Kane Eckstein, another Eckstein. Dave Graham up in that top half of the field. He had a great race down in Victoria. And Hayden White rounding out that top 6. There, it's going to be hard to catch up if you're not in that 6-pack.
Yeah, for sure. Could be 7. But there we go. So you see Kane just coming up saying, I don't want to... he doesn't like to sit, does he, Kane? He's really 100% the whole time, which is fantastic to see, a bit of aggression. Away he goes. So you can see Shannon just says, I think I'll have a wave this time and come up to the front.
There it is.
Oh, goodness me. His brother's just taken a heavy, heavy drop. And Paulie nearly fell off the back of the... See that? Those waves are really taking their toll on some of these paddlers.
They're not supersized, but they pack a good punch on those bars. Jackson Maynard on the right of screen, Shannon on the left of screen. A couple of guys in the middle. Who's going to take this out, mate?
No idea, mate. Still got the ski lead to go, obviously. So packing a punch like, like 2 guns, I guess.
Say so. Great commentary. Look, they're up and about now, and we're going into the last leg, so they're really going to lift the pace. Wading through the water and plenty of speed.
See Shannon just trotting into the lead there. It says, I just want to make sure that I get a clean start away from you guys. Jacko's having a big crack at the older fella. Someone's just left Shannon's board there, just drifting in the inside.
Great to see them back in their Aussie bum togs, showing a little bit of leg these days.
Yeah, that's it. There's Kane getting caught on the inside. We saw that happen to him in one of the professional rounds as well. Just needs to get on clean and get going. Luke Cuff beside him. You see Shannon, the professor, he's just on clean and away quickly. To see how much difference it makes to the end of the result. Got Paulie on the right-hand side with Jacko Maynard as well.
So the young bucks, Luke Cuff and Jacko Maynard, taking it to the seasoned competitors. But it looks like Shannon's managed to sneak his way up into the front.
Yeah, he does that, the old bugger. So, the young guys... Oh, Kane just getting hit again on the left. He loves to paddle under a wave, that guy, I think. So who's that just on the right-hand side paddling out as well?
Hayden White looks like he's just making his way up into that top 5 area.
Right, so Whitey's a fantastic ski paddler, so he's just going to see if he can make an indent on the medals here.
He's one of the guys that's sort of sitting in that top 3 or 4 positions. 3 people will qualify back into the professional series through this series, so points are really important for him when he's on that borderline.
That's right, and huge thanks once again to Kellogg's Nutrigrain for coming on board this year and helping us out with this series and giving these athletes an avenue into the professional series for next season. Also, huge thanks to Dakin as Shannon comes around the last can. He'll be looking for that wave. He doesn't want to sprint. His legs are a bit old. and Paulie and Jacko, they do love a sprint finish, so they'll be trying to get on the front wave with him.
Those guys coming in, they are chasing nothing. They know they can't afford to miss that bubble.
Paulie needs to get down that to really push for the lead here.
Look at him
fighting.
push.
He's fighting. Shannon's headed right across to the left. It looks like he's just on a little bump in front of him.
He's paddling to the beach. He's paddling on some sort of little bubble. It's going to be enough. Is it going to be enough?
It's hard to tell from you, mate. Any guess is as good as my guess. Wow.
It could be a win, but Huey the surf god is going to make him earn it. He's paddled all the way to the beach, but it was enough.
Shannon's up and running.
And he's up.
He's putting a little bit of pace on just to make sure he doesn't fall over in the potholes there.
Plenty of pace.
And here he is.
Look at the pins go.
Yeah.
And
so,
Matt Poole, fantastic effort. It shows a couple of the top series competitors can really stand up when the surf gets a little tricky. 2
of the fastest Ironman in the world at the moment. And Jacko Maynard, huge result for Jacko. That must put him in good stead for the series this year, the qualifying series this year. You can see Cuffy and Hayden White, we thought he might sneak up into that top 5 position. Good ski paddle from him. So let's see how we go for the minor places here. Looks like David Graham has come through as well. Another huge thanks to Dakin. Aussie bum togs look great on these guys. Nutrigrain and someone else, Ramshark.